Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. This is going to be the fourth game between our Zerg and Protoss players. We're going to be here on Ruins of Seras. Let's introduce our quick players right before we give away the scores. Now, if you're watching this as a video on demand later on YouTube, of course don't forget that the links in the description will be at the bottom of this video, just so you don't spoil yourself at all. Now, on the bottom right hand side here, we've got Lilbow, who is a French player from Team Millenium. He's the red Protoss, which seems like red and blue is just too dominant in this game, which I honestly don't know how I feel about it. I wonder how you guys feel about it, because I think that it's a little bit boring. I like to see when there's like a yellow or a green. Green Zerg in particular is my favorite. That is so cool. So let's see, Nerchio on the bottom left hand side here. Now, Nerchio recently transferred to Euronics Gaming, and he is from Poland. So let's see how this one plays out. Looks like we've got an early hatchery coming out for Nerchio. This is before spawning pool. Didn't actually expect them to do any sort of early aggression. That would be quite rare and difficult to pull off also. Let's see, just the gateway so far. Looks like he's going for his expansion as well. After one gateway, so not waiting too long for that. Which is pretty good to see. Let's see, scouting probe is going to be moving out. He's going to see everything that's there, which is not a whole lot. He's just going to see that there's a spawning pool on the way. And that is about it. Now, the scores are about to be displayed, so last chance to leave if you have not seen the previous games. And of course you are on not on the stream, but rather on the videos later. Okay, so Nerchio currently at 2. Nerchio at 1, Lilbow at 2. So this could be match point. If Lilbow takes this game, he will be moving on to the round of 8. If Nerchio takes this game, he will move on to we will move on to game number 5, and of course he will get one more chance at making it into the round of 8 of this tournament. And the one thing I would really like you to do if you are somebody who watches all of my videos on my channel, all of these are cast in order of being played. Please do not go on the Team Liquid wiki or anything like that and check who the winner of the tournament is. That'll give you a huge spoiler, and of course I really hope that you guys don't do it, because that'll be pretty disappointing, because at that point you probably won't want to watch the rest of these. So let's see, base is now getting saturated over here. Looks like 2 more gateways being put down as well. And let's see what our Zerg player is doing. Looks like a second expansion on the way. And has his metabolic boost about to complete as well. So let's see how this one plays out. Just wondering what people's favorite players are. I mean, looking at popularity of players, a lot of the Koreans are the absolutely top followed people. For example, people like MMA and MC, who actually are retired at the moment, so probably terrible examples, but some of these players, they have a huge amount of following. Now, the person who I think probably has the most amount of followers is probably Liquid TLO on Twitter. Now, Twitter is not the greatest of platforms, but I think it's quite handy for keeping track on Twitter, because it's quite useful. You're able to post automatically, and you're also able to keep track of what your buddies are doing. Let's see, looks like a Roachborn about to complete. Now, there is an Oracle about to complete from the Stargate here as well. Gonna be interesting to see what he does with that. The timing of that is a little bit late. Typically you see the Oracle making it into your opponent's base at about 4 minutes 30. So this one's gonna be just a tad bit late. Now, I assume this has been spotted. He's already got Spore Crawlers on the way. Yep, it has indeed. In fact, he's actually seeing it right now. there we go. These adepts again being put on the ramp. He's done this in the last game as well, and I really have to question why he's doing this. I know it's making it a bit of a more tight choke to try to kill those, but at the same time, is it really worth it when you are about to lose about half of those? In the last game, he lost everything except for one, which didn't pay off well at all. Let's see how many units have been lost. Looks like just one probe has been killed for Lilbow. Nothing for Nerchio just yet, despite the fact that there was an Oracle built. Bit of a waste, if you ask me. Looks like we've got a Void Ray on the way. That's quite interesting. Now, army supplies are very equal. Let's have a look at the income tab. Looks like just slightly favouring Nerchio, but gas is actually favouring Lilbow. So just one. Looks like two gases are in position right now for Nerchio, which is actually getting more now. So he's got 4. Third base being established here for Lilbow as well. Now this Oracle moving around, trying to see what exactly he can do. Let's see, we've got 2 gateways being put down. Void Rays just flying around, killing overlords, which of course is probably a very, very good use for Void Rays. A Protoss player versus a Zerg should always have at least one Void Ray in the game, just to scout out, see if there's any overlords, and of course take them out as soon as possible. So they don't do any scouting, they don't drop you any Nidus Worms, which is quite nasty as a Protoss player. Looks like this Void Ray is faster. And there we go, taking that out. It's a bit unfortunate that he wasted that cooldown right at the end of the kill. Hydralisks are in position on the way. Looks like he's getting level 1 ranged attack. He's also getting himself the augmented spines or whatever they're called. Muscular augments, that's it. Which makes Mutalisks shoot further and move faster. I think quite a crucial upgrade actually. Now, as you can see here, there has been a status ward put down here, and our status wards are something that I think are a little bit underused. I think that they could definitely use a bit of more love from pro players. And this split that he's done here, managing to split off a lot of these Zerg players, or Zerg units, just so they basically can't do a full-on surround. Army supply is just fairly favouring Lilbow. I wouldn't even call it favouring at this point. It's starting to lose now. But that is of course the reinforcements that's on the way. 13 roaches have been started to morph. And Lilbow's army moving straight in here. Is he going to have enough to clean this up? There's looking to be quite a nice number of roaches here. They are going to all be popping out now. Going to be in quite a good position to defend this off. And is he going to hold it? He does have the upgrades ready for his units. 55 to 44 army supply. So he's doing quite well right now, I have to say. Definitely doing quite well. Let's see, more Void Rays being brought out as well for Lilbow, so he seems to be interested in potentially using those to attack. Now, he's probably doing that because there's only roaches here, and of course a few Ravagers at this point, but in response, Nerchio is also getting Hydralisks. So he's definitely anticipating that this could potentially happen. There might be air units, since he was so focused on roaches during that fight. Let's see, a nice big warp in here. I mean, that is a lot of stalkers being warped in at once, or warped in at once. Let's see what's going on here. He did split up the army just a little bit. Looks like Hydras are in the back, but he is not too scared of this. He's just dodging the corrosive biles, but staying in with that. Looks like time warp has been put down. Is he going to have enough to defend off against this, or to continue the aggression onto this? Honestly, I think that he doesn't. But he does have the air advantage. Never mind, an air advantage about to get destroyed, but sacrificing so many drones for this as well. 13 drones, 15 drones have been taken out for Nerchio at this point. And Lilbow is starting to come ahead in pretty much everything. His army supply is a little bit behind, but he does have more workers. He does have the fort base, whereas Nerchio doesn't quite have his up yet. And this is just up at this point. And how much damage is he going to manage to pull off here? Is he going to manage to force the GG? Protoss is going down. And looks like we got a robotics facility on the way as well for Lilbow. And this match is very, very evenly tied up right now. Lilbow knows he cannot commit any further to this. But at the same time, he wants to push on. He wants to win. He's got 2 points already. All he needs to do is just force the GG once more. Whether it's cheese, whether it's good play, whether it's good micro, whether it's good macro. He just needs to force his opponent to GG. Or win, in other words, which I suppose is the purpose of the whole game. But it's all about this. Army supply is not in his favor. It's in Nerchio's favor by about 21. Level 2 ranged weapons is coming out for Nerchio. Level 1 about to complete for Lilbow. It looks like we've got a robotics support bay also on the way, about a third of the way there now. Now if he manages to get disruptors, this could very, very, very quickly swing in the opposite direction. But of course, it's going to depend on who gets the better hits. Looks on the full-on aggression going down. Oh, we have a drop. Now, he decided to go for Zealots here. So Zealots, of course, being used to harass middle lines is quite common these days. Seems to be used more and more. And you typically see them also reinforced with a big warp in of Zealots as well. Now, there's 2 disruptors on the way. Once these come up, this could go very, very nicely in Lilbow's favor. All he has to do is just get it right in the middle of those units. There's such a big army there. It would be very difficult to actually get away from those. They are running down here. Disruptors have been completed. They are inside of this natural base here. And are they going to get those shots off? Getting that corruption. Oh! Not managing to take out too many. Did manage, I think, to take out about 2 there. Now to counterattack with these zealots as well inside of that base. Not too worried about that. Honestly, I think that this right here is the most important thing. He's losing so many of his workers. He's lost the full base. Oh my god, the purification over going down. About 5 or 6 units taken out there. And Lilbow not scared at all at this point. He knows he's got this engagement. He has the disruptors in the back. And that has been cleaned up quite efficiently for him. 22 drones or probes have been lost in that. But he did clean it up. And now moving on across the map to his opponent. How much damage is he going to do? 4 disruptors on the field. Protoss is going down, not actually mattering since that unit got destroyed. And oh, almost. Nice split here from Nerchio. And he's moving straight into the base. He is not scared. He's got a big group of workers around him. And all he's trying to do is probably bait at this point. And there we go. GG has been called. This brings the series up to 3-1 in Lilbow's favor. Which means this is the end for Nerchio in this tournament. So that's pretty much it. Getting knocked out of this one. And this means that Lilbow is moving on to the round of 8. Or 16 rather. And that is it for this series. A best of 5 complete here between Nerchio and Lilbow, with Lilbow taking the series at 3-1. I hope you have enjoyed this. Of course, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe, of course, if you haven't done so already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Good luck, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.